everyone, either welcome or welcome back to my channel, depending on whether or not you've seen my videos. And welcome to my Literary Devices series, a new sub-series under the Literary Analysis section. In this series, I'm going to be like your English teacher and tell you in each video what a particular literary device means, and also give some examples not only from classic literature, but from more popular forms of media such as TV and movies. Similarly, watch out for a similar series called Theater Terms, in which I do the same thing but with theater vocabulary, since as you might have been able to tell from my top 5 favorite musicals video, that's a pretty big interest of mine. Now, for the inaugural video in this series, I'm going to talk about some of our favorite and most interesting fictional characters, which are the ones who undergo significant change over the course of their story, and they are called dynamic characters. Most, but not all, protagonists and main characters are dynamic in nature. After seeing my analysis of dynamic characters, let me know in the comments below what literary devices you'd like to see me analyze and explain in a future video. And of course, subscribe to my channel to get some more and give this video a big thumbs up. Now let's get started! At its most simple, a dynamic character is one who has an important change in their attitude or personality over the course of the book, movie, TV show, play, or what have you. But that change isn't random or coincidental. It's a direct result of the events of the story. The opposite of a dynamic character is a static character who pretty much just goes unchanged throughout the story. They're the same at the end as they were at the beginning. But there is a difference between a dynamic character and a round character. A round character is one who has a lot of layers to who they are and a very complex background and personality. But if those many interesting layers go unchanged, they are still a static character. Dynamic characters are essential to any story that is interesting and worth its salt. Without them, there would be no progress or tension in a story, and that would just be so boring. So let's look at some dynamic characters in our favorite books, movies, and TV shows. There are actually quite a few dynamic characters in the Harry Potter series, but Neville is definitely the best fit. In fact, on Movie Flame, there's a video chronicling the development of his character in a way that I couldn't have myself. But nonetheless, I'm just going to give it my best shot. From the time Neville enrolls at Hogwarts and is introduced to Gryffindor House in 1991, he's a shy, awkward, clumsy boy who is made to feel that he doesn't measure up to his parents or grandmother. Speaking of his parents and grandmother, a huge part of Neville's character is that he's in the care of his grandmother, since his parents Frank and Alice Longbottom were tortured to insanity by Bellatrix Lestrange during the First Wizarding War. Neville's change into a courageous, mature hero starts in the 5th installment, The Order of the Phoenix, when he develops his magic skills through Dumbledore's army and eventually goes to fight in the Department of Mysteries. But if there's any installment in which the readers, or viewers in the case of the movies, can see that Neville has really grown up, it's the final one, The Deathly Hallows. For starters, Neville leads the revived DA during the return of Voldemort. And during the Battle of Hogwarts, Neville refuses Voldemort's invitation to join the Death Eaters and then destroys the 7th and final Horcrux by cutting off the snake Nagini's head. From the very beginning of the foursome of Toy Story movies, Woody is the favorite toy of his owner, Andy. When Andy celebrates his birthday at the beginning of the first movie, Woody and all the other toys in Andy's room, of whom he is in charge, are terrified that they may be forgotten about in favor of any toy Andy might get for his birthday. For Woody, this fear all but comes true when Andy gets a Buzz Lightyear action figure about which Andy is very excited. Upon realizing this, Woody will do anything to get Buzz out of the way so he can maintain his status as Andy's favorite. But after Buzz and Woody are kidnapped by Andy's neighbor Sid, just as Andy's family is about to move, Woody will then do anything to get both himself and Buzz back to the owner they've bonded themselves to. Moreover, when Woody is kidnapped by Al and meets Stinky Pete and Jessie in the process in Toy Story 2, he deliberately invites them to join him and the rest of Andy's toys, something he would never have done to another toy in the previous film. In the next movie, Toy Story 3, Woody has completely abandoned his obsession with being Andy's favorite in favor of trying to keep all of Andy's toys together now that Andy has outgrown them and is heading off to college. By the fourth and final installment of the film series, Woody has accepted that he is one of the less played with among the toys of their new owner, Bonnie, and becomes dedicated to ensuring that Bonnie is cared for by her favorite toy, a craft she made and named Forky. Unfortunately, not all dynamic characters are ones that change for the better. They can change for the worse too. And one of the best examples I could come up with for this is Courtney from the Total Drama series. Season 1, entitled Total Drama Island, Courtney begins her time on this fictitious reality TV show as an ambitious, competitive go-getter who gets straight A's in school and is very polite towards others. That all changes after she is eliminated from Total Drama Island because her teammate Harold rigged the ballots against her, which he did to get back at his bully Duncan, with whom Courtney was forming a romance. Courtney is furious that she was cheated out of the $100,000 grand prize of Total Drama Island and files a lawsuit against the show. Courtney wins the lawsuit, allowing her to join Season 2, Total Drama Action, halfway through. When she does, she becomes incredibly bossy, manipulative, and hostile towards her fellow competitors, forming personal vendettas with many of them. This attitude continues in Season 3, Total Drama World Tour, and in Season 5, Total Drama All-Stars, as seen particularly in the grudge Courtney holds against Gwen upon finding out that Gwen had kissed her boyfriend Duncan. In fact, in Season 5, Courtney starts out on the heroic Hamsters team, but is then switched to the villainous Vultures team, further reflecting the reality of being a dynamic character who changes for the worse. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I hope you all learned a thing or two from it. Next time you're reading a book, watching TV or a movie, or you go see a play, you'll know what to call a character whose personality and attitude are very different at the beginning and at the end. It's a dynamic character. Who are your favorite dynamic characters? What other literary devices would you like me to cover in this new series? Let me know in the comments down below and subscribe to my channel for a chance to see them if you haven't already. And if you found this video interesting and insightful, give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Bye!